No. Oh. Welcome to the channels, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna make a beat. You may have noticed we changed the name from half-hour beats to 1 hour beats. That's because I thought the half-hour time frame was just so scrunched. We're gonna calm it down a little bit, and you guys can let me know in the comments which version you like better. Do you like it calm, take a little longer to explain things, or do you want me to just be a spaz for 30 minutes? You can let me know. But we're gonna get right to it. No need to talk anymore. Let's jump in. Well, folks, ladies and germs, you might already noticed a little bit. I got a dual camera setup, 2 angles, twice the editing. It's a test, more than a test. I think it's gonna work really well. Let's get that right. I think it's gonna work really well, but we'll see. Well, we're gonna make a song though, folks, with the new setup. And what vibe are we going for? It's always the question. And you know, it deserves an answer. Unfortunately, I don't know the answer yet. I think we should just do some searching. Yeah, let's go hunting. Man, just a lot of things to worry about now. 2 cameras, maybe I'll get a 3rd one over there someday. Over there. We'll see. Something's gonna move me, I think. Let's see what it is. Is it this little pop thing here? I feel like I needed to make something calm. And I know that doesn't get the clicks. Okay, hold on though. I think we found it. I never go past like the first 10 before I pick something. Well, that's cool too. We'll just take those 2 and see what we can do. I know it probably seems like I edited, I searched for hours and then it looks like I found it on the first, but I literally clicked 2 of them. We're like, those are cool. Let's make something. I don't know. Five minutes in, we haven't done anything. I don't know what to start with. Maybe the guitars. These are at 148. Let's change our BPM. I want to try a couple things just because, you never want to just take a sample and be like, it's mine now. Let's be honest. Can we be honest? That's what it's there for. So maybe it's okay to take it, Can we be honest about that? It's kind of there for that. But I always like to see if I can make it a little bit cooler. And that's debatable. I think she got it right, It's not to say her sample's bad. I don't pick bad samples. That would be silly of me. But that's Part of me does this first just to check, what if it's cool without me chopping anything? You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna try this one. And that's just a little bit stressful, I'm gonna be honest. So I think chop is what we do. Let's get the chopping. I'm chopping on these bad boys. That one's cool. Keep those on the one. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Interesting. Okay, let me play this in. Can I do 6? I'm gonna change this into 6/8. That's what's about to happen, folks. I'm gonna make this a 6/8 song. For a long time, I didn't like 6/8, and I'll tell you why. It's really hard to make groovy drums in 6/8. That's just the gosh darn truth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, they're just taking up 2. I can live with that. Let's try this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Maybe just this again. That way we can make it a nice long progression. If I do like this, but the second time I put this old fella in there. Okay, that's got potential. I think it's this. We can always change our mind later. We can kind of change our mind later. I gotta name this. All of a sudden, I've gotta name this, and I'm not at all ready to. Low profile. Can you see? Probably not. Shall I try this one? Not in focus. I'm gonna call this one low profile. You understand? I probably shouldn't. I should just not touch that. This one's called Low Profile. Uh-oh. We've done a thing that I hate doing, but I tend to do all the time. We're at a weird half beat. Oh no. 133.2 beats per minute. I'm the worst. Don't make your projects in times that are stupid. Ugh. You know what I did? Oh my god. Cut this out. I should have put just a fade between those and there wouldn't be a click. Gosh, first day in the studio? What is going on here, folks? It's like you've never done this before. Don't be lazy. I know it's lo-fi, not lazy-fi though, you know what I mean? Just I'm gonna crossfade these real quick. So there's no click. Right now there was a click in between each one because I started them in a different spot and like I need to start them in a different spot. That's fine, but golly. Act like a professional, David. You know what I mean? That's the least I can do is act like a professional. I know I'm not one. No, I don't do many things right. I can act like I know what I'm doing, though. Dial. No clicks. Uh-huh. The picking pattern does some weird things because of where I chose to start 2 of them, which was not on the one. So I like how that kind of throws you for a loop. You can't really predict it. I'll put a chain on that, but I'm going to do it in a little bit. I'm going to get these ideas for the drums down so I can kind of see where it wants to go. So let's drum-a-rum-tum-tum. I have a shelf here that I grab things off of. The shelf that I grab things from. That's what that's called, folks. This is a lo-fi beat. Let's get that straight right now. So, let's listen to some sounds. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a couple things that I'm gonna do here. The first one is I'm gonna put a little pitch shift. We'll hope that slap in a second. That metronome was stressful. As all get out, yeah. I need a pitch just like doo, and I'm gonna put a bunch of reverb on it. Nah, it's not quite right. It's not quite right. I'm gonna go back to the lo-fi one. Where you at? Where you at? I want to put them in the same like a really nice reverb room. So I'm gonna make a track stack. Got 2 cameras, and all I need is just a pump, just a That's cool. That's the loop there. Oh, I don't know if I want this in the... I might not want this in with that. Now with this one, I'm gonna use Valhalla. Made a whole video about Valhalla. It's a good plugin. It sucks right now, I understand, but it will be better very shortly. I want those to kind of sound like echoes. Also, I think this kick is just wrong. Let's find a different kick. All of these ones need to be down. That is the most annoying thing ever. Oh my gosh. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
And I can't stand them.
I cannot stand the wasps. Oh my gosh. They're so loud. Can anybody else hear them? Do you hear that? That is so loud. That's the one. I'm gonna go with a little accent pattern. Oonta, oonta. Cause, okay, so hi-hats, they're never just like, da, 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 da. There's some breath to them. Da, 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 da. So you got to get that hit and the relief hit. Boom, ta, doom, da, unka, unka. Okay, unka, unka, unka. That should be close enough. And I'm gonna get every other one here and take those down and make them a little just chiller. Okay, now I need one that. But one thing that I'm gonna do, listen up. This is a little pro tip. Oh dear. Whenever a kick hits, I'm gonna dip the hi-hat. Okay? Okay. So that I'll be able to create a little bit more movement in the drums. And it's very subtle. So subtle. But trust me, it's gonna work. It's gonna work so good. Here's what we do. Let's pull this up. I'm gonna select everything where a kick also hits. Boom. Then if I bring these down, yeah, that sounds really good. Now we got a little bit of movement there. Little body percussion never hurt anybody. We're about to try some body percussion. Get a little natural percussion in this old fella. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. All right, I got this set up here. Maybe if I stood up while I did it. I'd rather not though, if you don't mind. Let's try this. Let's see here. That was a good one. I missed like one note, but it's whatever. You got a little chest patty. It's the chest. It's the chest. It's gotta be the chest. 16th notes will encapsulate everything here. I'm gonna try to do some quantizing. We'll see how it goes. Wow, it really locked it in. Gonna have to say 10 out of 10 would recommend. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it with all of them. Glad you guys are here to keep me company while I'm doing this tedious task. Yes, indeed. Dude, working like almost too well. I know it doesn't sound that cool yet, but some of the magic is gonna come since I've taken 4 recordings of each one, when I'm able to spread them out a little bit. That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of cool. Okay, let me do the same with these. Yeah, and with these ones, I'm gonna definitely do, I plan on rolling off a bunch of the high end on these. That's my plan, at least. Okay. And let's see what happens if I do a little bit of this, a little bit of shaping. Well, first things first. My gosh, I say that way too much. The reason we did all this is so that we could have this cool stereo affect. Make it a little more interesting than just your run-of-the-mill, you know. Yeah. Something's going on here. Something's going on. I need them all to work together. You know what I mean? I need a little bit more work together-edness here. So that's what I'm going to try to achieve. Work-it together-edness. I almost forgot to breathe for a little bit there. Yeah, that works. That works. Now let's see what we can do on this bad boy. I think I do want this to sound like a thick kind of a snare. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let me make sure all this works together. Dang. Something might have just happened here. I'm gonna try to make these a little bit more, you know what I mean? Compressor, drums, slammed kick, snare top. Yeah. 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 That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm not sure what's cool to add next. So, regardless of what's cool or not, I've got this. And it's in the wrong tempo, basically everything. But I think I might be able to use it. Wait. What's 163 times 2 is 126. See, I'd have to use math and stuff. Let's remember, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm gonna chop it up. That's a... Calm down. It's gonna work, okay? Just chill. That sounds good too. I like that. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm gonna cut it right there. Ping, ping. I think I can make a... There is no guarantee that this is gonna work at all, but we try it nonetheless. You gotta give it a shot. It's just what you gotta do. I don't know if this is gonna work. How am I supposed to know if stuff's gonna work or not? I don't. I don't know. That's the answer. And normally I go into the process thinking this actually is just gonna fail miserably. But then think about the upside. When it does work, then it works. You know what I mean? You know, I never saw it coming. So that's maybe why I think like that. But then when it doesn't work, you're like, I knew it wouldn't. Do with that what you will. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't want pitch. The blessed truth. Well, I'm not very good at this, so this is gonna take longer than it needs to. Now that I'm thinking about it, I like to mix up the order. Oh, y'all can't see anything that's going on. My bad, guys. When I put these samples in, I like to mix up the order of them. Because I feel like if they stay in the same order, it's easier to make a new, fresh sample if they're in an order and you actually have no idea what order they're in. So that's why I'm doing a little mixeroo here. Just kind of putting them where they want to be. Letting them decide, you know, because we've got... And just to make it easier for me to get the feel, let's loop this. Here's the thing. Normally I don't do this, but I just want to get a little better idea of what it's going to sound like. I know I'm going to put some of this. I just wanted to get a little better idea of what it was going to actually sound like. That sounds so good. worry. I'm gonna fill it in a little bit. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. I like. Oh. I should hurt my throat making that noise. Wouldn't suggest it. Okay, buddy, throw that in. Really, bro? I'm gonna give it a little bit of a side chain. Give it a little bit of a side chain just to give it a little bit of movement, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Instead of just ba ba ba, it'll be like it'll just, without even trying, it'll give it just a little air, a little breath. Okay, back to the music. Let's do a little sidechain 101. At least the way I do it, and tell me if there's a better way. But the way I do it is I literally just put just a percussive thing down below. Normally it's easiest just to do a kick. That one will work fine. So I wanted to sidechain on. That looks good to me. So juicy, sweet. But I don't want to hear that, obviously, because it sounds like stupid and whatnot. But when I come here and put a compressor on, I tell the compressor, instead of compressing when it hears my track, I'm telling it, look at the kick I just made. Whenever that gets above, then you can squish. Okay. Now that I've got that little movement on there, now I can try throwing it through something a little different. Hold on, let me attack this with a little more class. Probably fluttered pitch. No, space. I came up with a vocal thing. I'm gonna record a scratch track so that I can remember it, and then I'm gonna try to write some words for it. And honestly, the setup isn't great. I need to be using this mic. You can't see that. Why am I telling you? You can't see it. Oh wait, you can. It's right there. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. But I'll record the scratch tracks here. Dude, it's lo-fi. Lean into the lo-fi, and I'll just record them on this. It's lo-fi. I'm sorry that I can't sing like on tune and stuff, but I think we'll get the point. words for that later. I'm all over the place. Sorry, but I just heard a bass line though. Okay, let me mess around with the bass while that's there and it's cool and whatever. Little bass. Let's make a little bass here. Boop, bink, bop, blip, bloop, floomp, poomp. Not even a small pair of poops. Do not leave the country, or whatever he says.
Do not leave Europe, Asia, or the Americas.
Steve Martin's cool. Can I just shout out Steve Martin? I watched your master class, and I got a play that I wrote that I'd like you to read. I should be talking to you. I read your master class, and I wrote a play. It'd be dope if you'd read it. Hit me up. What am I doing? I'm making a bass. Legato. And I'm thinking, let me try. These ones are all too low. I want this bass to really closely follow the kick drum. So instead of just going, instead of doing that the whole time, I want it to really closely follow how the kick moves. You understand? And I want to be able to control the like release. So like it sounds like it is the kick. Boom, boom. I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be really cool. The way I'm gonna do it though is not just to control the notes. I think a better way to do it is gonna be to sidechain it to the kick with a noise gate. So every time the kick hits, that gate opens. Okay? The reason that that's gonna be better is the sustain is reliant not on when the note changes, but when the kicks hit. And I think that is going to be another way that it will be more interesting. Let's just see if it works, shall we? Okay, let's see if it works. Put it on that jazz hop. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, so of course when you hit a bass and a kick at the same time, they're fighting for the same frequencies. But literally what I did here, I just changed the attack to like 28 here. Which means it gives the kick enough time to have its initial impact. They're like thump, and then thump. And as it's thumping, the volume has not quite started yet. And as it's like, whoom, boom, boom, whoom, whoom. So they're never in each other's way because the bass is coming in right after, but it's smooth so that you can't tell. Yeah? I think what needs to happen next is like, I want to write some stuff. I'm going to try to write some stuff for that line. You know the one. It sounds bad when I sing it right now because it was never could be never could be it wasn't me. I'm going to try to write that. Whatever it wants to be, I'm going to try to write it. That's the question though. What am I going to write about? It seems like a good time to tell you, for those of you that didn't know, this beat, and like actually a bunch of the beats that I've been making, they're being put in a playlist called The Second Is Like It. The reason they're being put in a playlist titled as it is because simultaneously to making these beats, I'm also working on writing a screenplay called The Second Is Like It. The thought is that if it ever gets made, these beats are all in the pool for the soundtrack. And regardless of whether it gets made or not, I've got music that's inspired by this story. And so I can write based on that. So the album has a bigger thing in mind. So I think I'm going to the lyrics are going to draw a little bit from from the movie. I keep what's going on with the movie and stuff, all that jazz, I keep pretty on the down low. So if you want to see behind the scenes or like how that's going, if you want to see about the actual writing of the movie, then you should head to the Patreon, because that's where I share all that insider info. That is the spot to be. And there's no tiers. Normally Patreons have tiers. You got to give like a certain amount to get certain perks. But mine's a little different. And it's literally, the level of entry is $1. And if you give $1, you get everything that it has to offer. And if you want to give more because you're like, I really like what he's doing and I want to enable him to keep writing this, then you could give more. But I want you to be able to see what you want to see and not bust your wallet. So $1, that's all it is. Anyway, you could go check that out. If you're wondering, why is he writing those lyrics? They have to do a little bit with the movie. So, until it was me. That's the line I keep going back to. Never could see past. I never could see past the door in front of me. Never could see past the door in front of me. Never could see past. I think we repeat. I never could see past until it was me. And then we say, never thought it'd last. Never thought it'd last. Never thought I'd let you be free. That like has a, I never thought. Yeah? Here's the thing. I want to record that with this, which means I'm gonna have to do a swappity doo-dah. Till it was me. Until it was me. Until it was me. That one's just a better microphone. There's no way around it. Here's the thing. I don't want to do that. It's lo-fi. That's what I decided. It's lo-fi, and how many people are going to know the difference? This is a good microphone. I want it to be real lo-fi and real chill, which means when I sing, never could be, I couldn't sing that, and I could hear how that could be a pretty chill part. But not when I go, never could be I in time. But I can't sing, like I literally, that's too high. So if I sing it low, never could be I until it all in me. And I sing it so chill. And then I put the hint of an octave up effect on it. I think that's going to be a cool little thing. Okay. Now, here are the words. Can you see those? You see them? You see them? You see them? Let's try it. Okay, yeah. I could also do, let me do a never thought I could see. Dang, that one note is really hard to hit. Never could see. It's really hard to not hit in my chest voice. What if I speed it up? Never could see. Never could see. Yeah. So it was actually an interesting thing where it was too low. I need to sing this whole part in falsetto for it to be the right vibe. And so my falsetto range, at a certain point, it's too hard to sing falsetto. But if I sing this fast, as long as I can get the timing pretty well, there's no reason I can't speed up the track so that it's in my falsetto range. Also, always use your pop filter, folks. Yeah, still. Never could see past right from me. I never could see past. Never thought about letting you be free. I never thought about until it was. So I am in a desperate need of a tune. I need to tune that vocal. Yeah, that really needs to be tuned. We'll get her done. At Studio 516, we love tuning a good vocal. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's what we do. Okay, here we go. What's it? Away from me. Away from me. Away from me. From me, from me. I never could see past until it was me. I never thought of that when you were free. I never thought of that until it was me. There it is. First vocal. Beautiful. Kind of. I mean, like, beautiful enough. Another cool thing with these being very sped is that they're gonna sound a little bit, ooh, they're gonna sound real open. All right, one down, one to go. Boop, bat, bing, pow. Okay. Yeah, thank God for tuning, you know what I mean? Because that would have been rough without it. This is just Logic's stock tuner, by the way. Why is it taking so long to delete things? Is my trash can full? Oh! Fun sound, isn't it? Never could see door in front of me. I never could see. I'm gonna sing two more, yeah. Till it was me. I never thought about letting you be free. I never thought about until it was me. I'm gonna sing two more of those. I thought I was done, but I'm clearly not done. These are they're gonna be real dry though. Let's bring the old microphone back. Where's my pop filter? Never thought of that. I never could see the door in front of me. I never could see until it was me. I never thought about letting you be free. I never thought about until it was me. Tune that track. You could really see how bad my posture is in that camera. I like him like this a lot of the time. Just sit up, boy. The door in front of me. The door in front. Door in front of me. In front of me. Until it was me. The door in front of me. Till it was me. And you'll be free. Till it was me. I'll take it. Sit up, David. I'm gonna sneeze though, like a. I'm gonna hug the vocal on either side, pan it left and right, but also I'm gonna put this up to like 1,000. Yeah, I just want the rasp. I just want the rasp from it. And then I'm gonna I've got Isotope's vocal doubler. This son of a gun just crashed 3 times when I tried to put vocal doubler on it. So, we're not putting vocal doubler on it anymore, you know what I mean? I never thought of that, letting you be free. I never thought of that until it was me. Yeah. So there's a lot of, I hate the sound of, you know what I mean? I hate that sound with a McPassion. So. Now I'm gonna affect the parts individually. So the first thing, I just go straight to nectar elements. I never thought of that until it was me. Yeah, so this just gives me a good starting spot. And then these two fellas down here, they're the ones that are gonna get the big haul. Little plate, modular. I never thought of that, letting you be free. I never thought of that until it. Cool, very cool. First, Isotopes, Little Alter Boy. Nope, Sound Toys, Little Alter Boy. That's more like it. Little Alter Boy. Never could see past the door in front of me.
I never could see past until it was me.
I never thought of that, letting you be free. I never thought of that until it was. Okay, so that sounded good. I'm gonna try lo-fiing it up a little bit, which a classic move would be to. I never could see past the door in front of me. I never could see past until it was me. Okay, and now little plate on it. Never could see past until it was me. Until it was. I never could see past the door in front of me. I never could see past. So what we're gonna do now, I'm just gonna orchestrate this. So I do know. Woo! We might have done a thing. We did a thing. I don't know. You tell me. Is the camera cool? I don't know. It might be cool. Might not be cool. I really like the track. I'd like to hear what it sounds like from start to finish. So we should do that. Let's do that. Wow. 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 Thanks for being a part of just another incredible episode. I know what you're thinking. David, continuity errors. Wear the same shirt that you were wearing in the thing. I realize now, that would have been, man, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna make a good video one of these days, you know what I mean? Anyway, if you liked what you saw, if you learned something, if you had any amount of fun, do me a favor and smash that like, subscribe button. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. I appreciate it. With that said, we will see you on the next one.